Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kara and I make career, travel, and lifestyle content here on YouTube. So if any of that interests you, you already know what I'm about to say. Make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and you turn on that bell so that you never miss a video. So today's video is a pod vlog, which is not like any other video I've ever recorded on my channel before. I was inspired by Erin on Demand, and if you do not follow her, she is an excellent resource, especially if you are someone who is interested in building your business and your brand. So definitely make sure you go check her out. So yeah, I'm really excited to adopt this content style into my strategy over the next few weeks and see how it does. So in today's pod vlog style video, we are talking about how to stop being a people pleaser at work and avoid burnout. I didn't realize the correlation between burnout and people pleasing until recently, honestly. For the longest time, I looked outside of myself for answers and questioned my decisions. I often valued other people's thoughts and expectations and opinions over my own. And I think this slowly happened over time, when you are constantly hurt, invalidated, and rejected in many overt and subtle ways. It wounds us and it can turn us into selfless adults whose self perception is a little flawed. And if we never fully learn or explore or even recognize when this is happening, we are bound to be dependent on other people's opinions, judgments, and perceptions. Meaning, you are literally allowing yourself to be defined by others. Now, this presents two problems. One, the constant need for other people's approval and validation. And two, feeling shame or guilt or anger or loneliness or insert any other painful emotion when someone disapproves of and invalidates you. So, as a coping mechanism, I became a people pleaser who was afraid to be true to myself and take care of myself. And I honestly don't even know if I knew who I really was, what I actually felt, what I truly thought, or what I liked. Early on in my career, I would describe myself as someone who was very impressionable. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and so because of that, and because I was a people pleaser, I would often allow other people to decide for me. I prided myself on being known as someone who always got stuff done. People pleasers are generally kind and have good intentions. And so, because of that, it was so much harder for me to set those boundaries, to not take on too much work or get too emotionally invested. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, being able to work with others and build relationships is a great skill to have. But when this behavior causes you to disregard your feelings, suppress valuable opinions, and take on more responsibility than you can comfortably manage, that's a problem. People pleasing behaviors are often disguised as positivity or a team player and camaraderie, but unfortunately, that can be a facade and actually sets you back. It diminishes your work, undermines your authority, and eventually stunts your professional growth. That's not all though. When you become entrenched in people pleasing, it can take a toll on your mental health. The cost of people pleasing in the workplace can be high, including frustration, resentment, anxiety, and you guessed it, burnout. Now, ask me how I know. Now, let's actually talk about burnout for a minute. What is it? Burnout is defined as physical, emotional, or mental exhaustion accompanied by decreased motivation, lowered performance, and negative attitude towards oneself and others. You may not even realize you've hit burnout until it's too late, or you may be the type of person who likes to stay busy and might not recognize when you're doing too much. Whether you recognize the warning signs of impending burnout or you're already past the breaking point, trying to push through exhaustion and continuing as you have been will only cause further emotional and physical damage. Again, ask me how I know. It's important to pause and change directions by learning how you can help yourself overcome burnout and feel healthy and positive again. This week, I started a new chapter in my professional journey, and I am super hyper focused on setting myself up for success, ensuring that I don't fall victim into my old people pleasing tendencies, and that I'm setting boundaries for myself. There's a tweet by Elaine Welteroth that I'm holding close to my heart during this transitional phase. The tweet reads, "When switching careers to escape burnout, your bad habits are as transferable as your skill set. Consider resetting boundaries part of your new job description. Any external change requires internal work." So, the biggest thing that I'm doing for myself and the first step in alleviating overwhelm and burnout is setting boundaries. It can be uncomfortable to set boundaries at work, but next time you're tempted to pile more responsibilities on your plate, pausing and asking if you really want or need to take that on and fighting that knee jerk reaction to say yes is going to be everything. I'm also going to be curbing burnout and letting go of the habits that might be doing more harm than good, which is an imperfect process that takes time. So I'm really being patient with myself, but staying consistent with my efforts. And lastly, I'm not looking at saying no as a reflection of my self worth or capabilities. Instead, I'm thinking of setting boundaries as me protecting my energy, goals, and priorities so that I can be a more effective employee. The personal benefits of ditching people pleasing are immense. Your stress levels will drop, which in turn will benefit your physical and mental health. You'll get off that emotional roller coaster where your emotions are dictated by other people. You'll feel more confident in who you are and what you want, and you won't place so much stock in your work performance. Basically, you'll start to realize that you are a whole person, not just what other people at work think of you or your professional stats. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I know it was a quick one, but if you enjoyed it, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up and comment below one work boundary that you have set or will set for yourself. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!